Hi everyone, welcome to Hobby Crochet Club. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to crochet this beautiful tote bag. And the size of this bag is 34 centimeters wide and height is 32 centimeters. About the material and other details will be uploaded in the description box below. You can check it out. Also, if you like written pattern for this bag, you can find the link in the description box below. So let's get started. Okay, so here is my original work and I have done a couple of rounds of it. And now I'm going to explain to you with different color yarn here because it will be easy for you to see. And I'll be explaining to you it with small piece, but it will be same as this size because I'm gonna explain to you with the same count of stitch as this piece here. So let's begin. To begin, you have to work chain 57. So here is my chain 57 and now we are going to work single crochets. So begin my first single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So skip that first chain stitch here and insert your hook into the second chain stitch and work a single crochet. So this is my first single crochet stitch. I'm going to place stitch marker into it and I also going to place a stitch marker into that very first chain stitch that I did my single crochet stitch here. So it will be easy to find when I return back on this way. And now we are going to work one single crochet into the next stitch and one single crochet into every chain stitch across until we reach to the end here. So you have to stop before last stitch. So here I have reached to the end and this is my last chain stitch. Into that last chain stitch I'm going to work 4 single crochets. Okay, so insert your hook and work 1. So this is my first single crochet. In that last stitch I'm going to place a stitch marker. So we are going to work 3 more single crochets. And 3. So we have total of 4 single crochets in the same stitch. And I'll be placing a stitch marker into 4th single crochet on that same stitch. So as you can see here, then we're gonna continue work single crochets on this side. So I'm gonna bring this yarn tail underneath and continue work single crochets on this side until you reach back to this stitch marker. Okay, so here I'm done working all the way until I reach to this stitch marker. So as you remember, here at the last stitch we did 4 single crochets, and in here our first stitch we did 1 single crochet. So now we have to work 3 more single crochet into that same stitch, so it will be total of 4 single crochets. Okay, so remove the stitch marker and insert your hook in the same space and work 1 single crochet and mark back your stitch, then 1 more single crochet, so we have 2 and 1 more, so 3, and here we have 1, so it's total of 4 single crochets. And now I'm going to remove my hook and remove the stitch marker as well on the first stitch here, and insert your hook into that stitch, grab this loop and bring it through. Then we are going to begin with the next round, so work chain 1. So this chain 1 does not count as a stitch, and I'm gonna work 2 single crochet into that same space, and I will mark the first stitch. Then I'm gonna continue work 1 single crochet into each stitch across until I reach to this stitch marker here. So in the first stitch we did 2 single crochet, and from now we will be working 1 single crochet into every stitch across. So here I have to mention the stitch count on our first round. So end of our first round we should have 116 single crochets around. So we begin with chain 57 and start single crochet from the second chain, and we did work around. So end of your first round you should have 116 single crochets around. So this is our second row. So here I have reached to the stitch marker, and now I'm going to remove the stitch marker and work 2 single crochets into that stitch marker stitch. So 1 and 2. Then work 1 single crochet in the next stitch and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Then we have here again our next stitch marker, so remove it and work 2 single crochet in that stitch. 1 and 2. Then continue work 1 single crochet into every stitch across until you reach back to the next stitch marker. So here we have reached to that stitch marker and remove it. work 2 single crochet into that stitch and 1 single crochet into the next stitch and 1 single crochet into the next stitch. Okay, so here now end of our round 2, we have total of 120 single crochets all around. Okay, so now I'm going to remove my hook and insert the hook into the first stitch, grab this loop and bring it through. And I'm going to mark my last stitch here, so I'm not going to mistake in my next round. So you can mark your last stitch. And then now we are going to begin with the third round. To begin the third round work chain 2, does not count as a stitch. Then yarn over and insert your hook into the same stitch and work a double crochet. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 and yarn over, pull through 2. So we made 1 double crochet into that very first stitch. Then I'm going to work 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 1 double crochet into every stitch around. So end of round 3 you should have 120 double crochet stitches around. So here I'm done with the third round. So end of our third round we have 120 double crochets. So now I'm going to slip stitch into the first double crochet stitch here. And we are going to begin with our pattern rows from here. So this is going to be our first pattern row. So this is the bottom part of our bag, and from now we are going to start the pattern. So work chain 3, count as our first double crochet stitch and 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Then work chain 2 and skip 2 and work 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So chain 2, skip 2, 1, 2 and 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So we have 3 double crochets here. Again we're gonna work chain 2, skip 2 and 1 double crochet into each for the next 3 stitches. Chain 2, skip 2, 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So we are going to continue repeat this around. So here I have worked around, and at the end here we have to work chain 2 and skip 2, then work 1 double crochet into the next stitch, which is our last stitch. So here at the end, now we have 3 double crochet. So I'm going to slip stitch into the third chain here. Okay, so that is end of our first pattern row. And now we are going to slip stitch into the next stitch and slip stitch into the chain 2 space. Okay, let's begin the second row of our pattern row. So work chain 3, count as our first double crochet stitch, and I'm going to work 4 more double crochets into the same space here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5 double crochets in the chain 2 space. Then we're going to work a single crochet into the second double crochet stitch here. So in here we have 3 double crochets. We are going to work into the center stitch. So insert your hook into the center stitch and work a single crochet. Then again we are going to work 5 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then 1 single crochet into the center stitch and repeat this around. Okay, so at my last chain 2 space here I have worked 5 double crochets, and now we are going to work a single crochet in the center stitch here. Then slip stitch into the third chain here. So this is the first double crochet stitch and we are going to slip stitch on top of that stitch. Okay, so that's end of our second row, and we are going to begin the third row. To begin third row, work a slip stitch into the next stitch. So insert your hook in the next stitch and work a slip stitch. So we are going to begin from here, and I'll be placing stitch marker into my last stitch of row 2. Then work chain 3, count as our first double crochet stitch, and work 1 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So we have 3 double crochets. So the 3 double crochet we did here into the middle 3 double crochet from the previous row. Then we're gonna work chain 2 and skip 3. So we will be skipping the double crochet stitch in here on this space, and skip the single crochet stitch here, and skip the first double crochet stitch in the next chain 2 space here. Then we are going to work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So skip 1, 2, 3 and work a double crochet in the next stitch. and 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Then we're going to work chain 2 and skip 3, 1 2 3 and 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So we are going to continue repeat this all around. So end of the row here, we have to work chain 2 and skip 3, 1 2 here and the first stitch here, so it will be skipping 3 at the end here and slip stitch into the third chain. So we are done working row 3. So to begin round 4, slip stitch into the next stitch here and work chain 1 and 1 single crochet in the same space. So the row 4 is repeat of row 2. So we are going to work 5 double crochet in the chain 2 space and 1 single crochet into the center stitch. So here I begin with the single crochet stitch and now I'm going to work 5 double crochet into the chain 2 space. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Then work single crochet in the center stitch and again work 5 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. So here on row 4 we are repeating row 2 and in our next row, which is row 5, we are going to repeat row 3. So that's how we are going to work our entire project, repeating row 2 and 3 until we get the height as we need. So you can crochet until you reach to the desired height of your bag, and in my case I'm gonna work 20 rows for mine and then I'll be back. So repeat row 2 and 3. Okay, so here I'm back after working my 20 rows. So this is how it's look now, and now we are going to continue work the same pattern with different color yarn. And if you wish to continue with the same color, you can do it as well, but here I'm going to change my yarn color. So end of my 5th double crochet here, I'm gonna join the next yarn. So then bring your next yarn color, grab it and bring it through. And here I'm gonna slip stitch into the single crochet stitch here to finish this row. And we have to slip stitch into the next stitch and slip stitch into the next stitch. Then we can continue with the same pattern. So chain 3 and 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, skip 3, 1 2 3, and a double crochet in the next stitch. So from here I'm gonna work 10 more rows with this color. So we just continue the same pattern with different color. When I have 10 rows with this color, I'll be back. So here I'm back and I have made little changes into the pattern. So previously I mentioned that I'm gonna work 10 rows with the beige color yarn here, and I have stopped at round 8. So I got the size of my bag as I wanted, so I stopped at round 8. So here, as you can see, I only did 8 rounds with beige color yarn. So now this is how it's look like. Here I'm done working round 8 and I have slip stitch into the single crochet here. And now I'm going to do 1 round with slip stitches around the bag. So let's get started. Just we will be working 1 round with slip stitches all around the bag. So this is how it's going to look like. And if you need your bag to be more bigger size than mine, you can work 10 rounds with whatever color that you have choose to do this part here. So that's it for the bag part here, and now I'm going to show you how to working on the strap. And here I already made one, and I'm going to show you how to work on the strap. So this strap length is 24 inches and 1 inch wide. So to get this size, we are going to work 120 chains. So let's begin with chains. So here is my 120 chains, and now we are going to work chain 1 and turn your work just this way, and we are going to insert our hook into the back loop of the second chain. So turn your work and find the back loop of your second chain and insert your hook into it, and yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through 2. So we did our first single crochet into the back loop of second chain, and now we are going to continue work single crochets into back loops of every chain stitch across. So when you're done this row you will have 120 single crochets. So once you've done your single crochet row, work chain 3 and turn your work. Then we are going to work 1 double crochet into the very first stitch here. So yarn over, insert your hook into the very first stitch and work a double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So we have chain 3 and 2 double crochets. Then work chain 1 and skip 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So we are going to continue work until we reach to the end of this row. So here I'm at the end of the double crochet row. So at the end we are going to work chain 1 and skip 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and we have left 2 more stitches at the end here, and we are going to work 1 double crochet into each stitch. Okay, so here we are done row 2, and let's begin row 3. Work chain 1 and turn your work. 1 single crochet into the very first stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and 1 single crochet into the chain 1 here. So into the chain 1 I'm gonna insert my hook into 2 loops like this and work a single crochet, 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and 1 single crochet into the chain stitch. So I'm inserting hook only into the 2 loops of the chain stitch here, and I'm not insert it this way, just grab the 2 loops like this, and this is how it's look on behind. And we are going to continue this until end of this row. So when we done this row, we're gonna have our strap ready to attach into our bag. So here I'm done working a single crochet row, and now we are done working on our strap, and here I'm gonna trim the yarn. And this is it, and here is my second piece. And now we are going to attach the straps into the bag. So we have 2 ways to attach the straps. So the first one is this. You can place your strap on top of the bag, find the right place this way and place it and weave it around just this way, and here's the other side. Place it on the right place. You can measure on both sides and place it exactly where it should be. Then you can attach it this way. So this is the way that we can attach it on top of our bag, so you can see the straps outside of your bag. And the other one is we can attach the strap inside of your bag just this way. Make sure you are placing it on the right place and just weave it inside of your bag, just around this way, so it will look like this. Okay, so you can find the method that perfect for you and do it your way. And I'm gonna attach my straps and I'll be back in a while. Okay, so here I'm done attaching the straps into the bag. And this is the final look of our bag. And I hope you guys like this tutorial, and don't forget to give a thumbs up to this tutorial if you like it. Also, you can share your thoughts in the comment section below. And thank you for watching me.